Welcome back to Solynod Hex, everyone. Today we're holding a one-shot in Solynod Hex. And today's one-shot is sponsored by our generous patrons and donors. Thank you very much, patrons and donors, for your generous pledges and donations. We wouldn't have dynamic lighting without you. So the premise of today's one-shot is that Shandrak has found out about the while staying in the continent of Etruska, which is my fantasy North America continent. He has found out that the big bads of the area, the whole reason why he came here, are afraid of an artifact called the Elder Sign. And he is hot on the trail. He's found out that the Elder Sign is west of the port towns on the east coast where he arrived, and he is riding west as we speak. And at the end of the day, he comes across a thick forest and has nearly reached a spot to camp when suddenly he finds a lone camper just off the trail who is being harassed by monsters that he's never seen before. Very unique looking monsters. So I'm going to turn the group so that you're traveling west, obviously. And copy. And then players at this time, if you haven't already done so, which is just Shandrak, go ahead and add 472 points for showing up on time. Today would have been Solynod Hex session 472.
Gotcha.
So the part of Etruska that you're in is temperate wilderness, and you've rolled up on a forested area. With a creek running through it. And a small pond. And just ahead, while finding a way around that pond, you can see on the other side that there is a bonfire. Very, very tall fire. And next to the bonfire is a small tent, known in these parts as a teepee. Let's see. Miscellaneous tokens. Light sources. There we go. So there's this bonfire on the other side of the pond. And there's a small tent nearby. and a canoe. With no oars. So this is a not a very good picture of a canoe. Uh, should probably look something like this. But this particular canoe has no oars. Oh, and that image is broken. Right. Alright, there we go. Canoe, come on. Hmm. Oh, here we go. There we go. I actually have a canoe token in Sea Ships Volume 3 Pirates and Merchants. Okay, so it looks like it's made of skins and has a thin frame of wood. And there's a man. And he looks like... No! Damn it. Alright, he looks like... Weird. A bunch of my journal is gone.
I'm still on the landing page.
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure.
I think I need to refresh. Yeah, a bunch of my journal is gone. So I need to refresh. Okay, cool. Hmm. So daylight moved on, but about half. Maybe less. About that much. So you can see this man across the pond here by the light of his bonfire. And like I said, time now is about 7 p.m. So this man, he looks like this. And he's being harassed by these monsters that look like, for lack of a better term, just big giant heads.
Not beholders.
No, literally like the heads of Etruscan people.
Oh
Just big
god.
giant heads.
Yeah, that's weird. How many does it look like they are harassing him?
Uh, so it looks like two of them, and they're flying.
Hmm.
Um,
Flying giant heads.
yeah, looks like they are flying at a rate of 20.
Okay, it's pretty fast.
Um, with a maneuverability class of B, so they can hover and stuff, but not like upside down.
Nice.
And they seem to be shooting fire out of their eyes.
Ooh, okay.
So it's akin to um, pyralisks. It's like Superman I beam. Okay, so they're shooting like red fiery lasers out of their eyes and just kind of like barely missing him. He's dodging out of the way,
Jeez.
and so there's a bunch of like ash on the ground around his camp. which looks like a fireball detonated there.
Mm.
Oh. Uh, let's see. I could go like this. No. To front, and then move this back over. There we go. All right. So there's a lot of ash on the ground around his camp, and you can see this big blanket. Kind of strewn on the ground, some distance away from the fire. Let's see if I can find something that looks... There was one, I guess. That's almost right. And as you were rolling up, you could see like billows of smoke coming up from this location. That's kind of what attracted you here. That were like evenly spaced, almost like they were man-made. And you've heard of a source of communication among Etruscan tribesmen. They call smoke signals.
That's cool.
So it seems this guy was sending smoke signals out during the twilight hour, which would, I mean, to, you know, anyone in the West with the, or sorry, to anyone in the West looking back into, you know, the East where it's likely dark, that would be kind of alarming. You'd see, you know, smoke signals against a backlit sky of stars with bright sunshine shining on it. So it would appear like gold smoke with, you know, a starlit background. And man, I just cannot find a blanket to save my life. How about a rug? Okay, here's a weird looking rug that could be the right kind of blanket, I guess. These other ones are all wrong. They're like Arabian. Yeah, okay. So, and he is basically facing these things alone, and their I-beams are getting closer and closer to him.
Oh, jeez.
What do you do?
I mean, yeah. I uh, I I call out. I say, uh, hey, need some help?
He shouts back, "Yeah, help me! I'm dying here!"
Yeah, those look rough. I'll be right over.
And initiative phase. So it looks like he is trying to shoot at them with a short bow. And flight arrows, actual flight arrows. So they don't have stone tips. It looks like he has been to like maybe an eastern town and has had a Fletcher make actual steel-headed arrows for him. Like these are basically hunting arrows for Panoplians. So it looks like he is an avid, adventurer of sorts. If he's been that far east. And then which of your group needs 2 attacks?
I don't think he'll be in range, but Moen.
Okay. All right. All right, sorting the tracker. And first up is Ryer.
Ryer is very far away, so he's going to, these things are shooting fire out of their eyes. He's going to try to shoot some magic missiles at them.
Okay. They are about 10 feet in the air. So I'm going to give them jet altitude 2, which is 2 squares. So that means 10 feet. Or 2 squares up.
And he's going to shoot the first one at the north head.
All right. So this is missile 1. Okay, the missile hits him for 5 damage.
Okay. And in case these things are using spells, he's going to use try to hit the southern one with the magic missile.
Okay. Let's see. Missile 2. Okay, the second missile just shatters on impact with him and kind of blows around him, and there's like this weird field around him that you know as magic resistance.
Okay, alright.
So that was missile 2, and you have 5 as Ryer.
Missile 3, trying to hit the southern one.
The same one you just hit? Or
Yeah,
just
the southern one, the
okay.
one you missed. Yeah.
Alright, so this is missile 3. Alright, that one makes contact for 5 damage.
Alright, then I'll just go fourth one, hit the same one, hit the southern one again.
Alright. So this is missile 4. Alright, that one hits him for 3 damage.
Alright, last one to the south. Nice, good roll.
So this is missile 5. And it just shatters on impact.
Alright, that's fine. I got some good hits in.
And you can hear the Adrian man, he starts war whooping. And next up is Chandrak.
Chandrak's gonna try to slide off his horse. Damn. Then ring slipped on. He's going to gain feather footing. Not quite making it. Actually, wait. He's not gonna end there. He's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna go that way and there.
Okay, so each of those steps through the pond counts as difficult terrain and costs 2 squares of movement.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. You can't walk over that water yet. So.
Oh yeah, your Power is supposed to be able to let you walk over water eventually.
Not yeah, not right now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, yeah, can't cross from that way. Alright, starting back from the beginning. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I should do it.
Okay. And that was moving silently?
Yeah.
While invisible, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, checks. Skills, move silently. Alright. And then what do you do as Shandrak?
Oh well, I'm not within range, so I just moved with him.
Okay. Airdrin.
Erdrin, Erdrin, can I come over with the horse? And can I ride over on the horse and still hide in shadows behind this tree?
Yeah, because you can use the horse as concealment and hide on the side. But you're going to need to pass a riding check as well.
Oh, well, I don't think he has that proficiency.
Land-based
So,
riding horse. If
yeah, he
not,
does not have that.
yeah. If not, then you're gonna have to dismount.
Okay. Let's see. Well,
That's kind of like a Metal Gear Solid thing where you can hang on the side of the horse and avoid detection that way. It's so yeah, I'll allow that with a riding check as well. So you have to pass land-based riding horse and hide in shadows, and you can do that.
well, I do not have that. So I think what I'll try to do, since these guys are not in, well, don't look like they're in melee.
They're not in melee. Yeah, they're not.
Okay. Yeah. Then,
And they're well
Riders,
illuminated by the bonfire as well.
yeah. So Airdrin is just going to, yeah, he's going to take a normal shot at the southern head.
All right. Oh, you shoot through the dark forest, and that is 15 squares away. So that's exactly short range. They're definitely shieldless. 10 versus AC 3 is going to be a miss. So you can see that their skin's a little tough. It's like plate mail. Alright, next up is the Etruscan man. He starts war whooping And he kind of, uh, see, he's gonna take a half move, and he's gonna take cover. Gonna take cover behind this rock. So he has cover. That's the umbrella. Taking cover. Okay. And he's going to face these weird big giant head things and loose an arrow. War whooping all the while. So that's short or short range. He's gonna have lower ground because he's kind of shooting up into the air a little bit, 10 feet up. No other attack roll modifier. No damage roll modifier. -6 beats AC 3. These big giant head things are size category medium. So he does 1 damage to this big giant head thing. And you can see now that it is called a big head. Okay, Mad Moen.
Okay. Mullen, I don't think he'll be able to reach his targets, but he will begin his own whooping and hollering. And
yeah, he starts psyching himself up. I got something to say. I killed your baby today. It doesn't matter much to me as long as it's dead. It's a Metallica song. Old Metallica song.
There we go. We'll kind of scrape the top of the river, heading towards these heads.
All right. And then this man, you can see, obviously in chat, his name is Tough Hawk. He's gonna take his multiple attack with his bow. And shoot the same big head. Short range, lower ground. No attack roll mod. No damage roll mod. And Tough Hawk hits -8 versus AC 3, so that's a hit, and causes a full 6 damage with the flight arrow. And Mad Moen's out of movement, yeah?
Yeah, he's just snarling towards them.
So he's just singing, I got something to say.
That's right.
All right, and now we're at the end of the round, and you can see Tough Hawk kind of tucks that bow into his quiver, and he starts kind of growling like. So that will be a. I guess innate spell-like ability.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll initiative for the damn big heads. So the big heads are going to chase after Tough Hawk.
Oh.
So we'll say they were waiting. And they come over to within 10 feet. and try to shoot him with I-beams.
Oh wow, get right in his face to do that.
Yeah, you notice the beams only go out about 10 feet. It's kind of like
okay.
it's kind of like actual flame.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they don't actually have to roll to hit. I'm just doing this for damage. He gets a save versus breath weapon for half damage, and I'm going to give him a bonus for the cover that he's taking. This boulder it's a 5-foot tall boulder. So for him, that's like 90% cover. So what that means is when he rolls his save, if he fails, he takes half damage. If he passes, he takes no damage. And the bonus for taking 90% cover, combat, find cover. Did I never make... Okay, I guess I never made a handout for cover and concealment. So, let's see. Index, find cover, concealment, modifiers. Table 59 of the player's handbook. Alright, so 90% hidden with cover, you get a plus 10 to your saving throw. So he saves versus breath weapon. At plus 10. And he counts as warrior 15 and priest 8. Alright, so he succeeds and takes no damage from that I-beam breath weapon flamethrower thing. And then the other one comes over to him and does the same damn thing. So, attack. Alright, and then he gets a saving throw. Versus breath weapon at plus 10. Enter. Counts as warrior 15. And priest 8. Alright, he saved again, so no damage.
Nice.
Alright, so now we're in initiative phase, and he's growling. I'm gonna roll initiative for the big heads again. Oh, by the way, today is one of the days where I drive my girlfriend to work, so we'll end up cutting out a half hour early.
No problem.
Alright, and are you finished rolling?
Sorry, nope, just a sec.
So these big giant heads, they look like exaggerated versions of heads of Etruscan people. I mean, they're obviously really exaggerated noses and ears and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like a really ugly Etruscan guy cut off his head. That's what it looks like. But their size, they're large creatures because the heads are 6 feet tall. So like they're like giants' heads basically.
Oof. I'm ready when you are.
All right. So time now is 7:01 p.m. First up is one of the big heads. It is also going to take cover behind this stone. And rather than attack once with its breath weapon, where's that umbrella? There it is. It attacks 3 times, claw, bite. And each one is obviously minus 10 to hit because of Tough Hawk taking cover. All right. Oh, and it lands as well to do this. So shorter melee, same elevation. Minus 10 to hit, but not to damage. All right. That big head goes off balance. Can we get a shit in chat?
Tried
We
to buy
have.
it and then.
And it is no longer flying because it landed. Okay, next up is Shandrak.
Okay. Yeah. Chandra will move silently and try to hit this big head that hasn't acted yet. Can I enable the backstab of head? Does it have an neck left? Or
Yeah,
no?
I'm gonna say yes. Even though it doesn't have a spine, it is literally a big giant head, so it has like eyes, a brain. So I should probably expand the backstab rules to be like, like anything that has a backbone or is a part of a creature that has a backbone. Like if you're fighting a big giant arm or something,
Yeah. So is this thing also smart enough to see?
It is actually. So it gets a saving throw versus spell. With no modifier. Counts as Warrior 14. Not multi-classed or triple-classed. And it is able to see you, so no backstab.
Ooh, oh dear.
And you're attacking from lower ground as well.
Okay.
But you are invisible and therefore get a +4 to hit. And it does turn to face you. So you are hitting basically its shieldless AC. It doesn't look like you gave yourself lower ground, so go ahead and redo that.
Sure. Thought I did. Why not?
Looks like you gave yourself the higher ground
Oh,
by accident.
whoopsie. That's no good.
Okay. Yeah.
-1, there it is.
But you didn't give yourself the +4.
Oh my god. Okay. Come on, what am I doing?
So it's lower ground and +4 to hit. There we go. Alright, that's an accurate attack. Looks like you rolled 16 on the die. You hit -13 versus AC3. And you cause 15 damage against the medium-sized. Oh, I guess they're medium-sized. Yeah, if they're 6 feet tall, they're medium. Damn. Okay. I need to change their initiatives back. Or their speeds.
Yeah, they're only big heads, not giant heads.
Yeah, not big giant heads. I am gonna give their eye flame attack breath weapon speed because it counts as a breath weapon for some reason. So they're pretty quick with that attack. All right, so 15 damage. The next big head. Okay, that's the one that you just attacked. So it is going to come down to... Actually, it's at 10 feet, so it's going to just strike downwards at you. So attack. Left claw.
Stone skins?
Stone skins, so you... Let's see.
13.
Level 13.
Yeah.
So 3 stone skins shatter as the big head claw bites you.
Ugh, get away.
And it discovers it needs to breath weapon you. And next up is Mad Moen.
Alright. He'll swing around. Come on. Yeah, come on, next to Chandrak. Yeah, he's gonna come down. Yeah. And take a swing at the one that's hidden Chandrak. Hopefully the two-hander will hit this hit.
Yep. And you don't have lower ground because you're mounted.
Oh, wish it was big.
Nice. Okay. So. Yep, you manage a confirmed crit. And cause 12 damage to that big head. Ryer. And they're flying around like crazy, and they're like doing this weird giggle, like like that, as they're flying around and like shooting eye beams and stuff, and like clawing at you guys.
Ryer is gonna try to take a 5-foot step, which is horse, and so he's gonna try to shoot a lightning bolt. So when it does a lightning bolt, does it have to be right in front of him, or can it be? It can be. Yeah, it can be in the direction he's facing.
It can be. So it's an AOE spell. The actual lightning bolt itself is an AOE. So when you choose whether it's the 5-foot wide bolt or the 10-foot wide bolt, you're choosing the size of the AOE, and it can originate from anywhere within range in 8 cardinal directions from you. So you might have to take a 5-foot step or something to get it on the correct line. So you can only shoot it in 8 directions, but it's anywhere out to the maximum range in those 8 directions, and that's where the AOE starts. So if your max range is 360 feet and you choose the 10-foot wide bolt, the 10-foot wide bolt's what, 5 squares long or something like that? So it starts at 360 feet and goes out 5 squares from there.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, but it's only online with your character in the 8 cardinal directions. So you got north, south, east, west, and then northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest.
I think we can work with that. So let's see. I rolled for the 10-foot wide. So could I have a beaver just right there?
Ryer's casting it? Where is he?
Yeah, so...
Yes, you can. It is going to have a chance to strike the rock and make it explode. If you put it there.
You know what? That sounds interesting. I've never seen that before, so
okay.
Why not?
Okay, so that... rock... the item save, and it's going to be rock crystal. What is the name of the item in question? The boulder used as cover. Save versus which damage type? So that's lightning, and no miscellaneous modifier. Okay, so that boulder, its target number was 14 or higher, and the save was a 2. So that stone shatters into a million pieces. I'm gonna make everyone within 10 feet of it save versus spell or take 2d4 shrapnel damage, just because it's an explosion, which is basically everyone there. Because you can see that the stone is it's in this square. It's just kind of off a little bit. So that's everybody, including the horse. Okay.
I was gonna ask the horse, yeah.
Yeah. /R 2d4. Okay, if you save, you take 2. If you fail, you take 4. 4 damage. And then it counts as physical damage, so it's...
Yeah, so stone skin from me?
Yeah, it's going to take a stone skin off of Shandrak.
So it looks like...
And then does Moen have stone skin?
Oh, yes, he does right now.
Okay.
And it looks like Eyes Dry is 3 hit dice, so save as level 3 warrior.
Depends on the plus of HP. So,
It says
every...
it says 3 3 plus 3.
Yeah, so so he counts as a level 4 creature. Because every plus 3 is another level. So if it was plus 6, it would be an extra 2 levels. If it was plus 9, it would be an extra 3 levels, so on and so forth. So that is 3 hit dice plus 3, meaning it's a level 4 creature. So you can go ahead and roll him as a level 4 creature. And then Tough Hawk, save. And it was save versus spell, yeah?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay, no miscellaneous modifier. And he counts as warrior 15. And priest 8. Not triple classed. Wow, so Tough Hawk failed to save. His target number was 7 or higher, and I rolled a 5, so he takes 4 damage. Minus 4, enter. And as you can see, it doesn't affect him very much, that 4 damage. It's like minuscule. Yeah. He is really, really fucking tough.
As his name says.
Yeah. And then this big head is off balance, so I'm giving it a -2 to its save versus spell. So -2. And they count as warrior 14. So to a normal party, if you run into big heads, it's like run away, like, you know. But you're past, you're in like mid-level play now. You're not in low-level play. So these guys are kind of on par with your party. All right, so the big heads saved, and
tough.
Yeah, they're tough. -2 damage because it saved. And then this one is going to make a normal save because he is not off balance. Warrior 14. Not multi-classed or triple-classed. And that one also saved and takes 2 damage. So you took off the 4 damage for Eyes Dry?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so now the big heads are going to save versus the actual lightning.
Yeah.
So the one that's not off balance first. So +0 miscellaneous modifier, count as warrior 14. Not multi-class, not triple-classed. And you rolled lightning damage, yeah?
Oh,
and that one saved, but I forgot to roll magic resistance, so I'm going to roll magic resistance right now. Lightning bolt.
There we go. 37. That's good.
Okay, so this one that's not off balance failed its magic resistance, but passed its save and takes half damage rounded down. So that's 18 damage.
Okay.
And then this one down here gets a save at -2 because he is off balance. Oh, magic resistance first. Versus lightning bolt. I guess with a -2 modifier for lightning bolt resistance. Okay, so it failed its magic resistance, but still gets a save at -2. Warrior 14, not multi-classed, not triple-classed. Passes its save as well and takes 18 damage. And then Ryer gets 150 points. Wait, no. It's cut in half. 75. Yeah. All right. Next up is Tough Hawk. So Tough Hawk, he starts roaring like a bear. And he turns into a bear.
Oh, nice.
So he is turning into a black bear.